What is going on, guys? It's KOJOFOREX, aka GBP Emperor, aka Emperor of Blues. Today I'm back on your screens, and today's topic is basically why you make less money on winning trades and then lose more money on losing trades, right? Kind of sounds interesting, right? Why you make less money on winning trades and then end up losing more money on losing trades. So it's going to be more conversational and then practical a little bit as well as we delve into why I, as a pro trader, would think that a beginner is actually going to be losing more money when they are in a losing trade and then be making, in fact, very less money when they are actually supposed to make more money in a winning trade, right? I'll basically align it all out to psychology, right? So psychology plays a major role in trading, right? Some people like to attest to the fact that trading is about 90% psychology and then 10% strategy. I'm not that kind of a person that totally resonates or 100% agree with that. Nonetheless, it plays a major role in the trading process as well. Now, I do not personally resonate as much with psychology being 90% of what trading is about, because I feel like psychology has a tangent relationship with risk management, right? As far as you want to put your psychology in check, then you also want to put your risk management in check. Only people that meddle with just throwing in huge lot sizes, crazy risk to reward on their small account or even relatively big account are the people that find or tend to find that psychology is messing up, and then they're not able to get their mindset in the right frame of the position just to be able to go ahead in their trading journey. They lose small money or big money at the go, and then everything just comes. They think that their strategy is not working or this is just not working for them. So I prioritize risk management over even like psychology. Nonetheless, when we talk about why most people would actually lose more money when they're in a losing trade than in a winning trade, like again I said, patience, which also has everything to do with psychology, is a key thing I'm going to talk about, right? So how do we even tend to even have this as a mindset? You can clearly agree with me that you've had scenarios where you're trying to grow a small account, right? Where let's say your account is $500, you put in some few lot size 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and then the moment you see a little profit of about $2, $3, $5, $10, you're so excited, right? Now, there's a dopamine in our system that just releases when we see our MT4 lit blue, especially if you're looking at it from your mobile device, and then you just see these blue numbers, you're just excited, all of a sudden, just over the moon, elated to want to take this small profit because you feel like you've seen money, right? So $2, $10, $5, all of a sudden your whole mindset literally shifts from the fact that you analyze the market, you had a potential trade target. All of a sudden you're focusing solely on the money you're seeing on the screens, and that is where your excitement really just focuses on. Your whole mindset totally just skips the whole trading process or the analytical process you had made, and then all of a sudden it's just targeting for you to just close out those positions and just bank in the money. On the opposite side, when the trade is running in a loss, then you're just agitated, you're just pissed, you're seeing that red screen, right? You just do not want to admit the fact that you analyze the market and potential supposed to go in a loss. So what do you want to do? You're holding out on those trades. You're holding out on the loss, expecting that it should come back into blue, forgetting that you even have a stop loss, and then you predetermined that when you're wrong, this is where the market is supposed to take you out. Most people do not tend to do that at all, which is extremely wrong. Most people do not even assess their risk potential, how much I'm supposed to lose, right? All they think is that, okay, this trade is likely to go, they put in 0.5 lots and then they drag the stop loss anywhere they feel comfortable. That is totally wrong thing to do. You don't want to place the position, enter the lot size, and then want to randomly, sentimentally drag your stop loss. You could be surprised with the amount of stop loss in value that you're going to be seeing, and that is going to get your psychology all over the place. Stop loss is there to manage our account balance, not to beautify the trade setup or to beautify our MetaTrader 4. Some people just feel like, okay, you got to put stop loss. So just because you put in unreasonable lot size, putting the stop loss makes it reasonable. Totally out of the way. You want to put the stop loss so as to manage that trade setup. You understand what I mean, right? So you want to first calculate that, okay, with my account balance of 1,000, I want to risk maybe $100 per this trade. So with that, I need to take a lot size of so and so. And then with that lot size, when I drag the stop loss, 20 pips away, 30 pips away, then I'm going to actually lose exactly the $100. It puts your psychology in the right frame of mind. But if you do not do that and you totally put out any random lot size, and then now you want to drag that stop loss just because you feel like stop loss need to be dragged, then all of a sudden you put yourself out into the wild when the market start going in the opposite direction. And once the market start going in the opposite direction, you tend to panic. And then when you're panicking, you may then be tempted to drag that stop loss away from where you initially put it. So an initial loss of about $100 or $150 then becomes $200, $300, for you end up actually losing more than you intended to actually lose. And then when the trade is right for you to then also make money, because you're panicking and then in fear that this market can literally reverse back just because I saw this, then you're just in that haste to take it. Another thing that I would also say is predominantly one of the reasons for most traders actually losing more money on losing trade and making less money on winning trade is instant gratification. Now, instant gratification can also have a lot to do with the psychology of how the market naturally works, right? Now, just understand that as random as the market is, it's not every trade that is going to fully hit out that trade potential targets that you expected. There are certain trades that you expect that this trade is supposed to make me, let's say, 50 pips, but it's actually going to trade up to, let's say, 20 or 30 pips and totally reverse. A trade setup you're expecting to hit 100 pips is actually going to hit, let's say, just about 20 or 50 pips and then totally reverse in the opposite direction. So one way to meddle, or one way to just tackle that, is understanding taking partial profit, which we'll get into in subsequent videos. But think about the psychology this way, that once you're able to put in, let's say you get a trade setup that you're expecting to make, let's say, 100 pips from this trade or 50 pips from this trade, you set out your stop loss, take profit, entry, everything. And then this trade literally runs into, let's say, 10 pips, 20, 15 pips, and then reverses in the opposite direction. First, you're going to see that, okay, this trade actually shows a little bit of profit. Maybe potentially you're supposed to make $500 from this trade, but you see $50, $70, $80, and then it reverses in the opposite direction. You get pissed. I saw this trade was supposed to make me money. All of a sudden it's running in a loss and I lost money. The next time it happens again, I saw this trade was supposed to run in a profit and I was running a loss and I lost money. Next time, your whole psychology is so dampened to the fact that the moment you see that $70, $90, $100, you are quick to make a judgment of taking it in the expectancy that perhaps the trade is also going to reverse. And what do you find happening? Those are the moments where the market would actually run up hundreds of pips, and then you end up actually potentially losing out on those pip gains and then converted into money, thereon making you have a lot more losses in your account and then accumulating just little pinch of profits in your trading account. So in this video, I'm trying to outline the fact that these are certain key errors that beginners, intermediate, and even sometimes professional traders tend to have ourselves entangled in, and then the reasoning behind why we tend to lose a lot more money on a losing trade and tend to make a very small, scanty amount of money on a potentially big winning trade. So you want to really look deeply into yourself, analyze the whole concept that I've put out, the whole instances and scenarios that I've put out. You want to work on your psychology, work on your systematic analysis of the market, and then also discipline yourself that once you're able to put in a position and then you anticipate your stop loss and then it makes sense, you want to actually let the market run to its full potential so that you can be able to make whatever it is due for you to make. Thereon, you're going to be able to accumulate huge potential gains so that when the losses comes, then the profit can be able to make up for the losses, and then you overall have a positive P&L and then grow your account thereon. So if you love this content and it's been insightful, you want to smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, make sure to follow me on all social media at KOJOFOREX, click in the link in the description to join the KOJOFOREX channel. And then you don't really want to be engaging me as much on TikTok and Facebook because I'm not very active there. Nonetheless, if you tend to find me out on Facebook or TikTok, then the name is still KOJOFOREX, KOJOFOREX, not KOJOFOREX1, KOJOFOREX, anything. All my handles on all my social media tend to stand only at KOJOFOREX, KOJOFOREX, and that's it, right? So without wasting my time, I hope you guys really love this content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.